What is your controversial descriptor for the best food in the world? I was in a small town in Italy and I was starving. I walked into a tiny restaurant and was greeted by an old man who didn't speak English. He handed me a menu, but I couldn't read it. He noticed and asked me, "Pasta or pizza?" I chose pizza, and he smiled and went to the back. A few minutes later, he came out with a pizza and a bottle of wine. I told him I didn't order wine, but he just smiled and said, "On the house." I took a bite of the pizza, and it was the best thing I had ever tasted. The crust was perfectly crispy, the sauce was tangy, and the cheese was melted to perfection. I finished the whole pizza and drank the entire bottle of wine. I was so full, but I couldn't stop eating. I went to pay, and the old man told me it was free. I was confused and asked why. He said, "You remind me of my son. He moved to America and hasn't visited in years. I miss him." I was so touched. I hugged the old man and left. I went back to that restaurant every day for the rest of my trip. The old man would always make me a pizza and give me a bottle of wine. We would sit and talk, even though we didn't understand each other. It was the best food I ever had.